The number of men in this generation who want to be chased and seen as the prize is crazy. But then again, the Bible is unfolding right before our eyes. It says men will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, ungrateful, and unholy. It's no surprise that men are so focused on being high value that they've lost sight of the value of a woman. This is why our generation is so messed up. Why we have so many broken homes, lost women, and women who no longer trust men. A good woman will always be the prize and she will always be worth pursuing. But too many men have become so blinded by their own toxicity that they fail to recognize a good woman when she's right in front of them, let alone how to be a man who can protect, provide, and lead with the emotional intelligence needed to nurture a healthy relationship.
Some men are actually the prize. When you have a trophy husband, he is the prize. Yes, when you have a trophy husband, when he's the pretty one, when he gets his nails manicured, when you give him some of your paycheck, he is the prize. Yes. Some men can be a prize. They're called trophy husbands. Okay, they sit at home while you work. They look good. They have a gym membership where they work out, make sure they keep them abs right for you. They may or may not be all the way straight. And they may or may not have anyone on the side, but they are the prize. They consider themselves the prize, and so do their women. Okay? So, this is the only way that a man can be a prize, is if you make them one. If you make them your trophy piece, your trophy husband, your I'm a successful woman, so I can have a handsome man and have it all and work and have the career, and my man is this and my man is that. My man looks better than your man. Yes, he can be the prize. But then that simply means that you are not the prize, ladies.
You date somebody, I think they're the prize. No, I mean, the man is always the prize. Remember that. They try to say happy wife, happy life. A happy man is God's plan. So, and for all the brothers that's watching this, you got to always make sure you go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, right? But in order to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it, you got to celebrate yourself, right? How you think creates how you feel becomes an emotion, that emotion becomes a vibration, that vibration becomes a magnet that attracts things to you. So what you put out is going to come back to you. So once you on that vibration of celebrating yourself, the bitches that's going to tolerate you are going to run from you because you're not going to attract them, you're going to repel them.
Understand this. It don't matter if you are a millionaire. It don't matter if you are a six-figure earner, popular. None of that stuff matters, because at the end of the day, you will never, ever be the prize. You will never be the prize. You know why? Because God says so. Proverbs 18:22. He who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. God's word don't say she who finds a husband finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. It's us, fellas. We have to do the search and finding. What do you find? A prize. And a lot of you have created a toxic environment that you've sabotaged a lot of chances of your daughters getting married. A lot of you going to be walking around here and your daughter is not going to be attached to nobody, because so many ungodly men have created a toxic environment that their daughter got to grow up in. This current generation of men and upcoming generation of men, a lot of you sabotage your daughter's chances of getting married, because now you got a lot of these ungodly, sassy men feeling like they the prize. I wish a man would come to my house and sit on my doggone couch with a doggone lollipop in his mouth. Yeah, I'm a high value man. 50-50. What your daughter have to bring to the table? Man, I'm going to throw him out of my house like Jazz on Fresh Prince. You know that noise he make when he get thrown out? Ah! Fellas, you will never be the prize because God says so.
Men have always been the prize. Women, no, let me, hold on. Let me finish, because I'm not, let me finish. Men have always been the prize. And I'm going to explain what I'm saying. Women marry who they can, men marry who they want. You can get offended by the statement, but if you really sit down and you think about it and you be honest with yourself, that is a very valid statement. Also, not only that, but by him saying that he is the prize, that does not make her not a prize. I myself am raising a young man. I'm raising, my son is 7 years old. He is a miniature Einstein. He has manners, his manners are beyond most adults that I've ever met. His style of dress, his respect of himself as well as others. I'm instilling in him his faith, his spiritualness. I'm instilling in my son to be a prize, especially with these days, the way that women are raising these young girls. And it's unfortunate, but and also the numbers, it's always been since the beginning of time, women will fight over a man, you know what I'm saying? But they'll accept, but at the same time, they're going to accept, like back in the traditional days, that as long as the house is taken care of and he pays all the bills, he can have those 2-3 families up the street. You know what I'm saying? Men have always been the prize. We have gotten to a point where we disrespect our men so much. I worry so much about what the world is going to look like when my son becomes of age to date and to court and to marry, because I will never let any of your daughters tell my son that he is not the prize. That will never be a thing. And if you have sons, nephews, whatever the godchildren, you should not ever tell your son, oh, she is a. Do you guys see what type of young girls are being raised? So you're telling these young girls that they're a prize over the son that you're putting your time, that you're actually the man who's supposed to be the provider that you guys are looking for, the man who's supposed to be the protector that you guys are looking for, and you just want to sit back and live a soft life. He's not the prize. That will never.
Any man that comes into any type of relationship thinking they're the prize is a total waste of your time. And the sooner you figure this out, the sooner you can get out of that, whatever that is, and find someone who knows your value and your worth. Do not stay in these type of relationships for more than 1 or 2 dates. You will know when they understand that you are the prize. And when they don't understand that you're the prize, they're not going to treat you as a prize. So therefore, you must stop wasting your time with them. Okay. So a way that you know that men feel that you're the prize is they treat you like a gentleman will treat a lady. Okay. They're opening doors. They pull out seats, and some of them weren't trained. So you might have to, give them a few, maybe 1 or 2 chances. But when you expect them to do certain things and they comply to you, when they want to impress you, when they're trying to impress you, when they're happy to be in your presence, when they're asking you if they can make you more comfortable, if they can get you anything, if you want anything special, if you require this or whatever,
Try to keep this day. I have some black male friends from prestigious law schools. And you know what they tell me about black women? And I had straight black male friends. They say, well, I'm the prize. Why do how many black men went to Harvard Law School? I'm the prize. So what do you mean? And I guarantee you their moms told them they are the prize. I guarantee you. Because that is when you're a successful black man or not. But especially maybe if you're successful, the whole world, all your black family and black women in your family will perpetuate this notion that you have infinite options. And I think it rubs off in the dating pool. I do.
But it's not about, the black man this or the black man that. I think it's about finding your soulmate.
I think there's something messed up in our community specifically.
Like what?
Exactly what I just said. I think that black men, on average, treat black women mediocre at best.
I have, the people, the people that I know, the African American women that I know, that are married to African American men, they're not treated mediocre. No.
What do you think happened generation to generation? Because in my generation of people, what's happening?
Well, I think it's the way that they're being raised.
I think black men are the problem. Straight ones and gay ones.
That would include you too.
Yeah, I know.
Because you're gay.
I sure
gay
am.
man. Okay.
And that's why I can see how it happens so clearly. So clearly.
Well, I don't have that problem.
Why aren't you married?
You've said that you cannot teach a man or tell a man how to be a man. So I will not ask you to indict men in this question. But I do want you to speak, Iyanla, to how women need to I don't know, position ourselves so that we can be in our divinity, so we can have our crowns right, how we can create and not build, when some of us, quite frankly, feel that the men that are available to us, and I'm talking about across the color spectrum, across the age spectrum, trust me, I've done them all, they are not positioned to protect nor provide because of some of the statistics we just talked about. They're not earning the incomes. They're not having the resources, and some of them are not even showing up in the leadership.
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
That's a problem. That's a problem. That's a problem. Okay. Because the standards and requisites, and I'm not talking about him laying on his sofa playing video games all day. I'm not talking about that. But the standards and the criteria that we use to measure men is off for who we are as women and who they are in the society. I would date a bus driver if he loved driving the bus, if he was a man of integrity, if he was good to his mama, if he treated me well, I would date a bus.
I love when a man says, well, why is she the prize? What about me? Okay, girly pop, excuse us. We got a kitty queen girl coming through. We can grab another man to help treat you like the prize. Would that be good? Talking about you, the prize. Get a man. Get a man.
Would you financially take care of your wife?
Of course. She's my wife. She can have whatever she wants whenever she wants it. That's why I made her my wife. She's my responsibility.
Take care of who? Oh, I'm the prize! What the heck, dude? I'm the prize!
Also, something sick has happened in the world where men are acting like they're the prize. Like they are the princesses. Like we have to approach them and make the plans and pay for half the date. Absolutely not. Women are still the prize. And if you read the Bible, it says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing. It doesn't say she who finds a husband finds a good thing. So
it doesn't say that. And now that we're such Christians again.
Yeah.
What to do if a man is acting like the prize? How do you get your power back? Become the prize yourself. If he looks better than you, go back to the mirror and keep going. Start over. Get a new look. Look better than him.
I think I like women more than a lot of these guys. There have been wars fought over women. There's countries where a man can't even be in the same room with a woman who he isn't related to. That's how powerful and strong and desirable and valuable femininity and womanhood is. And men in the West are like, well, what am I getting in return for holding the door open for you? You get to be around her. You do things for her to convince her that you're a protector, a provider, you're safe, and she spends time with you, and in return, you get to be around her. You want a provider? Date men. I can give you a lot of advice on that if you need that. You shouldn't be dating women. If you want things in return, if simply being around her isn't enough for you, you're dating the wrong woman or the wrong gender. That's it. This is ridiculous.
But masculinity is confused as being these big dog, macho man ass people. No, masculine energy is all predicated on feminine energy. And if you can't deal with feminine energy, then you're not really that masculine. Masculine ain't no macho man shit. It's being able to be the problem solver for all of the problems that the feminine have. And that's what the feminine energy is, being the problem solver for all of the problems that the masculine have. So it goes hand in hand. But I do feel like there's a lot of lust attached towards women rather than love attached to women. Because if there was real love there, then you wouldn't have no issue dealing with a woman's qualities when she really taps into them. So if you don't like feminine energy, then you're just not masculine. And that's just the way that I see it.
It is so sad that we have a generation of men today that think that they are the prize, to the point where some of you men will literally argue with a woman, argue against the nature of what God designed it and created it to be. I could have sworn it said, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. I could have sworn that's what it says. I had to do a double take because the way some of y'all dudes be arguing over being the prize, I thought the Bible said she who finds a husband. Nope, it don't say that. When you find a wife, you obtain favor physically, spiritually, mentally, financially, all of the above and more. When you find a wife, it's not the other way around, fellas, and you're literally fighting against the nature of what God created it to be. And to see that some of you men have daughters. If you have a daughter and you think this way, you literally created an ungodly environment to where a lot of these women, like your daughters, won't be able to get married. Let me guess, do you want your daughter to propose to a man? Do you want your daughter to get on the knee? Start telling your daughter right now, even if she's 5, 6 years old, start telling her that she's not the prize. Baby, you daddy's princess, but you ain't the prize. I dare you to start telling your daughter that. You can't love the women in your family if you are one of these ungodly men that think this way. No matter how much money you make or whatever your status is, you will never be the prize, fellas. Never.
I love when men are like, I don't chase. I don't do all that chasing stuff. Get it, queen? Oh, you better tell us, girl. Tell us you don't chase because you want another man chasing you. We see you, kitty girl, talking about I don't chase. Well, what the hell do you do then? What do you do?
A lot of women are going to hate me for saying this, but I'm just going to go ahead and say it. When it comes to relationships, men are the prize. Yeah, I said it. Men are the prize. Men are the providers. Men are the protectors. Men are the stability. Men are the reason we're able to carry life into this world in the first place. Men keep us grounded and are able to build us up, us very emotional and sometimes illogical thinkers, into the woman God has called us to be. Unfortunately, so many of our men have been incarcerated and so many of our men come from toxic households. Therefore, it's up to you to do your honest part to make sure that the man that you're interested in is actually a good man and doesn't just look good. A good man is a prize to the world because where would we honestly be without our men? A good man is a prize to a single woman struggling with 4 kids on her own. A good man is a prize to a woman who didn't grow up with a father to know what love really is. Call me a pick me, at least I'm getting picked.
Okay, Christian Walker gets a lot of hate, mainly from men, but he has a point. I think he has a lot of positive relationship advice and just commentary that is more uplifting to women and help women to expect more instead of the minimum. Now, on the other end, women like Iyanla and some others on these videos that you'll see in a minute have more of a male-centric focus when it comes to relationship advice. So I do want to share a comparison of some of the content that is going around. I also have some clips from SheraSeven, which is very popular. She's AKA the sprinkle lady on TikTok, but she's always given very uplifting advice, especially to Black women, to go out and seek or find men that are. SheraSeven has always given really good advice for women to seek out better relationships that are beneficial to them. Who wants to be in a relationship that is completely non-beneficial for you? Like if you leave that relationship, you're worse off, right? I don't think women want that. I don't think men want that. I think for men, it may look differently. And for women, it looks differently in what they're wanting to find in a relationship. And that's perfectly normal and that's okay. But the relationship advice that some women give can be very detrimental to women in different ways. And then you also have the case where men are coming out looking at the advice that is meant for women and they're kind of up in arms because of it.
If your man is not doing things for you, you don't have a man, you have a plaything. Oh, but I'm not materialistic. I don't need anything from him. Babe, is he doing anything to make your life better? That's the point. The standards have dropped to the floor. He's supposed to do things to make your life easier. Wait, so you're gonna bear children for this man? And you're gonna be like, I don't need anything from him. I'm fine. I just want a guy who makes me feel good. Welcome to a friend. Welcome to a friend. My friends make me feel good. My best friends make me feel good. That's not a man. A man is supposed to pay attention to the things you like, the things that make you happy, the things that make your life easier, and he's supposed to do those for you because he cares about you. Y'all make way too many excuses for these little guys you have crushes on. Oh, well, he makes me feel good inside. Okay, but what is he doing for you? I want tangible things. I want things he does to make you feel good. Not just because he has a cute smile. That's not gonna cut it for me for you. My standards are too high for you. I need you getting princess queen treatment. I don't need you getting this peasant treatment. He has a good smile. That makes me feel good. No, ma'am. Stop thinking that princess treatment is too difficult to find and up your standards and expectations because you're worth it.